your host, Jenny Lavolsi. Today, we will be talking about the essentials you need to know about Egypt. Let's head over to Casey Spurgeon for an interview with Hatshepsut.
I'm so lucky to be... I'm so lucky that I'm able to be on the phone with one of our very own pharaohs, Hatshepsut. Good morning, Hatshepsut. How are you doing today?
Good morning to you, Casey. I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm doing great, thanks. Now let's start. For one, what was... hardest part of it? Okay. Should I restart that? Because she'll cut it, right?
Yeah, if you want.
I'm doing great. Okay. I'm doing great, thanks. Now let's start. For you, what was the hardest part about becoming pharaoh?
That is a great question. I think that the hardest part was that I was the first woman pharaoh. I had to gain everyone's trust and respect. So what I did was dress up as a man until I knew that they trusted me.
That was a smart idea. What do you think your greatest accomplishment was?
I think it was probably my trade expedition to the African kingdom of Punt. This was a long, hard, and tiring journey.
Wow, I bet it was. Well, thank you so much for calling and sharing your thoughts with us. I'm Casey Spurgeon, over with Sabrina McDowell.
Thank you, Casey. I'm here on the scene of a tomb robbery that happened just last night. Investigators say all food, jewelry, clothes, and mummified animals have been stolen. The mummification process starts by removing all organs in the body, such as the lungs, brain, and the heart. Then, they take those organs and pack them in jars. While the organs are in the jars, they're dried out with special salt called natron. So is the body. They wait 70 days till the body is completely dried. Next, they oil the entire body. Then, they wrap hundreds of yards of linen around the whole body. The second and last step is to decorate the body with jewelry. The final step is they spread a black gooey gum over the body and then they wrap it again. In front of us shows all the materials. This is a black gooey paste that they spread on the body before they do the final wrapping. This is a special salt they use to dry the body out and the organs out. And this is the oil that they use to spread on the body. They do this process because they believe in afterlife, which is a belief of life after death. We will keep you updated, but for now, let's head over to Jenny, who will tell us about the weather.
Thank you very much, Sabrina. The weather here is very hot and dry. We are now in the middle of March, which is the harvest season. My recommendation to everyone is to not go and settle near the mountains during the season and all seasons. This is because the mountains are not flat, so you won't be able to farm and or grow crops. But if you move up here towards the Nile, you can see how it would be a great place to settle. This is because there's a great amount of water and it is a very good place to grow crops. Now let's head over to Sabrina for an exclusive with one of our many peasants.
Thank you, Jenny. I'm here today with President Joseph. So, Joseph, how are you doing today?
I'm doing fine, thanks. How about you?
Fantastic, thank you. In your opinion, what is the hardest part about being a peasant?
The hardest part would probably be having to work all day with very little food.
What kind of food would you get?
Mostly get grains like lentils and sometimes even some beans.
Now, in your opinion, what do you wish the Pharaoh did differently?
Again, not having to work in the pyramids all day and having more food. Also, we don't really have any freedom like everyone else like the artisans, the priests, and the scribes.
I have one final question for you. Where do you live?
Clever question. Well, I live with my owner. Definitely not like the pharaohs who get their own palace.
That's terrible. Well, thank you for taking your time and coming over here to have a discussion with me. Now let's head over to the student.
Thank you for joining us this morning. We'll see you tomorrow. I'm Casey Spurgeon.
I'm Jenny Lavolsi.
And I'm Sabrina McDonough of GME News.